Now to an exclusive KOIN 6 investigation, we're revealing the Washington County auditor has been the focus of 2 investigations into how he's treated his employees.
KOIN 6 investigator Dan Tilkin here to explain what the employees accuse him of doing and the results of those investigations.
This is the second elected official in Washington County we've told you about in exclusive reports who's been accused of mistreating his employees. Now, first, we told you about County Chair Catherine Harrington. Now we're looking into Washington County Auditor John Hutzler. He has had 7 employees since he was elected in 2010. We've learned 5 have accused him of creating a work environment of high stress, micromanagement, and reduced some employees to tears. In both investigations, the county ruled his actions did not amount to a hostile work environment, but all 5 employees were transferred out of his supervision.
My name is John Hutzler. I've served as your Washington County Auditor.
The job of auditor in Washington County, and probably most places, is the least high-profile elected position, doing the job of evaluating whether county programs are done efficiently and effectively.
We are your eyes and ears in county government.
But within John Hutzler's office, all 3 current employees accuse him of creating an extremely stressful work environment, including some days where team members were left in tears. That's according to this Washington County Human Resources report obtained by KOIN 6 News through a public records request. In emails we also obtained, Hutzler wrote to one employee, "I hope you will accept my apologies for how I have expressed my concern." To another he wrote, "I am dismayed and sincerely sorry that anything I have said or done has brought you close to tears."
What are we to make of your 3 current employees asking the county to investigate how you treat them?
None of these employees had been with me long, 2 of them less than 3 months when COVID hit. And we'd not yet really had the opportunity to get to know one another and gel as a team before we began working exclusively remotely.
Hutzler had the 3 new employees come on board in 2019 and 2020 because his 2 prior employees had also filed complaints against him and were ultimately transferred to other county agencies. Multiple sources have told KOIN 6 those employees accuse Hutzler of behavior that is bullying, aggressive, and sometimes feels like a hostile work environment. In an email obtained by KOIN 6, one of the employees asked a county administrator, "What should we do if John does things like he has in the past, or if we feel he is retaliating?" But the county denied our request for a copy of the first investigation, which was done by an outside law firm.
The prior investigation, you're accused of bullying, creating a hostile work environment.
Sorry, Dan, as I explained, I'm not prepared to discuss the prior report because the county has asserted attorney-client privilege in regard to that report.
Okay, I'll go back to my other question. Isn't it unusual? Do you think the voters should care that 5 of the 7 employees that you have had while you've been auditor have filed complaints against you for the way you treat them?
I don't agree with your characterization that these are complaints against me. Employees are entitled to bring concerns to HR, and HR seeks to assist employers and employees, managers and employees in resolving problems that may arise in the workplace.
5 out of 7 seems like an awful high ratio.
I don't know, do you have statistics?
In both investigations, the county cleared Hutzler, writing in the latest report, the Human Resources Division did not find harassment, a hostile work environment, or intentional acts of bullying or intimidation has occurred between Mr. Hutzler and his staff auditors. However, The auditor must address the concerns brought forth by his staff and create a more positive work environment.
All those in favor, please vote by raising your hand or saying aye.
At this February meeting, county commissioners voted to move Hutzler's 3 current employees to the supervision of the county attorney. Hutzler is up for re-election in May, and one of the 3 employees is challenging him for the job. The county officially says it moved the employees from Hutzler's supervision to preserve the integrity of the auditor's office. This memorandum KOIN 6 obtained says it is also important that all office employees be able to participate freely in the electoral process without fear of claim of retaliation.
No, I can't dispute their feelings. All I can tell you is that I had no intention to intimidate anyone, and the findings of the report were that there was no violation of law or county policy. There was no intimidation or harassment involved.
According to other documents we've obtained, Hutzler agreed to the county's recommendation. He worked with an outside coach on his management style.
So I'd love to know what the employees, those 5 employees, think about his answers.
So we've tried speaking with all of them without success. One of them, though, did send us a very long statement about her experience and her feelings. We've posted that at KOIN.com.
Dan, you have another story on Hutzler tomorrow?
We do. So tomorrow we're investigating whether he misrepresented who supports him in the voters pamphlet on his website. That's tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Okay, we'll look forward to that report. Dan Tilken and his investigation, thank you.